It's a beautiful day here at Jester Park, so I thought I would take the opportunity to show you a few adaptations, actually just one adaptation now that I think about it, that I've made to our Rockford A128 fold-down camper. This is one of the A-shaped camper designs, much as the Chalet and A-liner companies make. We like our little Rockwood. We've had it about 8 months now. One of the things we thought we could do is improve how much storage there was for food. We tend to like to go places that are off-road and quite a ways away from grocery stores, and so we have to pack along a lot of food. Come on inside while I show you what we've done. This is an adaptation that we've made to the original camper. Originally there was a full-size dinette there that folds down to make a bed. It was 44 inches deep and the width of the trailer. We've now cut away about half of that. What remains, as you can see, are some of the original seats. They are now 22 inches or 23 inches wide. The table that ran the full width has been cut down also to fit, and we put a different base on it because the base that was on it originally was folding legs. The cabinet that we've put in is a combination pantry, pot and pan storage, and actually clothing storage. So each of us has a small sort of foldable closet. We've removed the table, and now you can see that the lower part here, just aft of the, or just forward rather, of the table base is a drawer. This is a drawer that we can adapt to hold our pots and pans, and in fact we already have a few things stored in it, I see. And over here on the side is a place to store shoes or lanterns or anything else that needs to be stored. And up here on the top that raises is our larder, our pantry. You can see we have a whole bunch of stuff in there right now. One of the things that we do have is a combination spice drawer and knife drawer. That slides over to give access to some more parts of the pantry. Quite a bit of food storage. We haven't actually finished configuring it, but as you can see, it does have quite a bit of possibilities. There's a little lamp here, a battery-operated lamp that we can use to get illumination at night. One of the storage areas, we have a little bit of a sliding problem with our latch, which has to be adjusted yet, but it stays open long enough for me to reach in and grab something if I need it in the morning. And there's another one on the other side for my wife, currently situated under the plates and utilities. This is the cabinetry unit at an earlier stage of construction. I wanted to be able to show you the framing of it. The frame is mostly just a skeleton around an empty space. The frame is made of 1x2 furring strips. An 8-footer is $1.12 at our local Home Depot, and I think I will have used maybe 8 of them, so I'll have less than $10 in the frame. The frame is put together with pocket hole joinery. If you don't know about pocket holes, a pocket hole is an angled hole drilled into a piece of wood, and then at the bottom of that hole that you can see there, for example, there is a screw, a special pan-headed wood screw that holds it together. It's a fast, strong, and a very convenient way to put a joint together. I made those pocket holes with my Craig jig here. Craig Manufacturing is an Iowa company, and not too far from here actually, or at least it used to be. At this stage of construction, we're still trying to figure out what we're going to do for internal shelving. We think we may use wire shelves, partly because they're already made, partly because they admit a lot of air, and we don't want things inside these units, especially on long camping trips, to get damp or stay damp. I'm just starting to apply the trim around the edges and the facing. The facing parts, as you can see, are just some 1/4 inch plywood. Actually, this is a plywood that has an oak facing, because the oak grain, once it's stained, is about as close as I can get to whatever the kind of wood is that the rest of the cabinetry in the trailer is made from. The shelf at the bottom is a piece of closet shelving. You can get it in 20-inch widths, and since the cabinet is 21 inches deep, or 20 5/8, something like that, inside, why that piece of cabinetry fits just fine. It's strong, it's light, it will allow air circulation, and this is going to be where canned goods and maybe cooking utensils will be stored. The speaker is going to be ending up trapped inside the unit. However, one of the least useful parts of the whole trailer is the stereo system, so we aren't really going to terribly miss that speaker, and if we want to hear it, we'll just open the cabinet top. Thought you might like to see what this looks like in this earlier stage of construction. Here is the rollout shelf attachment, and over here are a couple of panels which we haven't yet installed. Those panels will divide off the various areas. I haven't got them tucked in yet, but when I get them tucked in, why, they'll hold apart the various parts of the top superstructure here. So while we'll have enclosed 4 spaces, well, 5 if you count this little area over here, where our boots will go, and this is a space which I may have mentioned earlier is left here partly to have a spot to put things, and partly because the electrical panel with the trailer is sitting in a situation where I'm going to have to be able to get at it, and I couldn't if I made the entire area there into an enclosed area. So that's the earliest stage of construction, and we'll see how well it works. We tend to camp for a long time when we go camping, and so rather than have our clothes and all of our groceries and things just sit out on the table and on the banquettes here, we decided we'd better enclose them.